how far is too far, and how much are you willing to do for fame and clout and all of those things?
Exactly. Well, and I would say that, and this is one thing that really irritates me about YouTube right now, or YouTube, social media in general, is again, you're right. Those are the videos that get the clicks. So like the videos that get the clicks are the crazy people that are doing crazy shit on mukbang and like having, and I'm not going to say any names. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people watching this will know, they'll know who we're talking about and certain people, but like they have these like personal breakdowns. And a lot of these people from the videos, I think people also forget, because I'm so close to you and I know the process that you have when you go through YouTube is like all of these videos have to be edited and done before they're even posted. So it's not like these people are just recording something and live streaming it right onto YouTube. No, they are recording this video of them having a breakdown, editing it. And could you imagine going through a video of yourself like bawling and doing all this stuff, editing
Do you think they're
shit?
real breakdowns though?
I mean, I don't know. Half of them could be fake. You don't know what's real and what's not, but it's the image that you're putting out online. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you have any integrity? This sounds really bad.
Do you have any self-respect?
Because again, I'm like, well, if that's the image that you want, but I just don't understand why.
I just feel like, I think here's the thing. The problem is the audience, right? We are watching that content.
Yeah.
So the part of the problem is that because we're so fascinated by these train wrecks, we just feel the need to keep clicking. And like, I'm guilty of this too. Like I click on these videos where I'm like, I probably shouldn't be watching this, but I'm still like, how is this person doing this? And, they get the clicks and they get the notoriety and then they get more views and more money and more fame and all of those things. Even though it's not the fame that I would ever want, there's no way that I would ever do crazy shit like that on camera and post it for the world and just for some YouTube views. But, I guess people are all different. But then I feel like now because we're so used to user generated content and we've seen so much. Now YouTube has been around for over 10 years. We've seen so many different types of videos. And in the beginning, it was like lip syncing videos. It was like people putting on makeup. But now people are getting bored. They need constant, like, that thing that we said about diminishing rewards or whatever, diminishing returns. Yeah. So it's like, at first you were interested in the, any sort of user generated video because that never existed before. So like somebody fucking lip syncing to a Britney Spears song was entertaining enough for you. And then later on you're like, okay, maybe this is a bit boring. Maybe I want actual singers. And then you want, okay, now I want to see like makeup. And then, makeup isn't enough. Now I want to see drama. And it just builds up. And now we're so desensitized to anything that we need the shock value.
Yeah.
I think that's why people do it.
I mean, it's true. And then again, you have to question how much of this is real and how much of it isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of this is just for those clicks, for that shock value. But again, like my concern is like a lot of those people that are like in that space. I mean, and maybe like I'm going to get some backlash for this, but like a lot of them, like they seem to be having some kind of like mental breakdowns, like real mental 100%. Breakdowns on camera.
Not like this is not normal behavior.
No, actually, this brings me to a very interesting point, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I watched this another YouTube video recently, and it was this guy that was talking about like social media and everything. And he was saying, and it was more directed towards like the younger audience around the dangers of social media for like the youth and stuff. But I think it's really applicable to these YouTubers that are in this space where they're posting everything and whatever else. So his whole argument was that social media which would obviously include YouTube and all that kind of stuff, being on social media actually releases what's it called? It releases a chemical in your body called dopamine. So apparently when you, like, for example, you post a picture and as you're getting likes, you go onto your phone or whatever and you see they're getting all these likes on your Instagram picture or whatever, it makes you feel good. Like you start feeling like really good. And so it's releasing this chemical called dopamine, which apparently is also released in like gambling, in like smoking, drinking. So he was comparing that kind of like, and it's highly, highly addictive, right?
Yeah.
So you have these people online that are probably maybe not the most stable online, getting this gratification or kind of like these what am I trying? Is it gratification? Yeah.
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification for posting these like ridiculous videos. They start making shitloads of money. And it feeds this vicious cycle of this like constantly like addictive behavior or being addicted to that kind of constant instant gratification. Mm-hmm. And he was saying about how the argument that he said is that social media should have age restrictions because he's like, you know how for like,
it does, but how do you monitor that?
Exactly. But like, you know how like smoking, gambling, all that stuff, technically you can't do a lot of that till you're 18. So he said it should be similar for social media, but.
That's true. But now, kids have smartphones at the age of like 6.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
It's so sad. Yeah. I know, right? I used to play outside when I was 6.
I know. It's changed so much. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
I
don't know. It's like it's a different world out there, Rose. God dang.
I know. How are we going to raise kids in this generation?
Well, my kids ain't having no smartphones.
Oh, God. That's the thing. It's like, it must be hard to raise kids in this environment because on one hand, you don't want them, well, at least like, I wouldn't want them to be exposed to like social media or even smartphones at a very young age. But on the other hand, it's like, all the other kids have them. If I don't have one, I'm going to be made fun of or, all this other shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's hard to like, the thing with kids too, is like hard to like describe to them about how this will benefit you later on in life. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Because they're not going to
get it. Yeah. They're going to be like, no, mom, that's not fair. Everyone else has this. Like I need it, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, I'm sorry, but I don't want my children watching train wrecks on YouTube